This is Leon. This is my child. He likes gardening, so he's gonna help us garden. We're just checking these things out. That over there, that's a avocado seed. I think a bunch of the seeds that we had were old, so we're gonna work on getting some new seeds. It's not too late to save things. That thing there is tells us what temperature it is in there and what the percentage of humidity is. It's not that warm in there. It's kind of just supposed to be like a spring temperature. In here, our kale sprouted. That's it though. Nothing else. These seeds we only put in the other day, so they're corn. Actually, like from a popcorn. They started growing tap roots, and we put them in there just to start them out. And then when they get big enough, just like everything else, we'll transplant them. Leon got busy with his drill and fired a couple holes in this bucket. We're gonna plant potato in here, so you need to let it drain. There's some holes on the bottom, and then we put some rocks in there so that it can drain. So we're gonna put this in here. We're gonna put the potato in. Then we're gonna put this potting mix. We have to moisten it still. We're gonna put that potting mix on top. So this is ProMix. The interesting thing about ProMix is it's not real dirt. It's all just like cocoa fiber, so the husk from coconuts, and some perlite. That's the white stuff. There's a little bit of nutrients in here, but there's not really that much, so that's why we had to put some like compost or fertilizer in the bottom, because, or we had to put compost in the bottom because there's not a lot of nutrients in this. If we just put this in the whole thing, then we wouldn't get that much potatoes out of there because there's not a lot going on. So this is also our potato. It's pretty small. You can see the eyes are growing on there though. If you have a potato, like a big potato, you could cut it into smaller chunks and wait for the cut pieces, like the openings on the ends that you cut, to kind of like scab over. And if it gets a sprout like this, you can do the same thing. If you want big potatoes, you kind of got to plant them in something bigger. So try to use smaller potatoes and plant them in something smaller. Okay, so there's all that compost down in there. Then we're going to take our potato, we're going to put it in the middle, and then we're going to take our soil, we're going to put it on top. We're not going to fill the bucket though. I'll just kind of show you on the side of the bucket. So this is a 5-gallon bucket. It's just from a paint store. So if you look on the compost goes around right about this level, and then I put the potato on top of that, and then the potting mix goes up to here, and the potatoes will kind of grow in this level kind of naturally. But then as the potato grows up, the greens will grow. We'll just pile more dirt on, more topsoil on top, and that'll cause it to like start growing more potatoes. So this is an investment in time. It takes time for a potato to grow, so we'll come back to this later and see how it did. So it's watered. It's not soaking wet. It's not like a mud puddle in there. It's enough to kind of like get in there, and then I'll check on it every day, and then if it feels kind of dry or whatever, give it a little bit more. Also, like, that direction south. This direction is east. So it's in this spot in the hopes that it gets a decent amount of sun. It looks like it should get a lot of sun here. So fingers crossed. Hopefully this project works. Okay, so in that video, I said that the seeds that we planted might have been old and not a lot had sprouted. Lots of them actually sprouted. There's only one variety of seed that didn't sprout. It's not the end of the world. We'll figure something else out. I don't know, it's working pretty good. There's I'm making a video to show you those in more detail. The potato bucket, I'm not going to do tons of updates on it. Potatoes take a little while to grow, but I have been checking on it. It's not draining as well as I had hoped it would. I think that's just like the nature of growing in a bucket. But so if you're having that same issue, or if you find that you're having that issue, just wait for it to dry out before you water it, or else your potato might die and rot and you won't get any potatoes. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're all staying healthy, washing your hands, not breaking any of the rules and playing on any of the playgrounds that are closed. That would be kind of too bad. Yeah. It'd be a bummer to get a $750 ticket for playing on a playground. Leon, do we need to put more water in? More?